What's up, guys? Sorry if this seems odd. I'm outside walking to Walmart to get some stuff. Sweaty as shit. The reason why I'm here, though, is because I wanted to talk about a movie, K-pop Demon Hunters. Now, I know I'm late to the party. In fact, I'm extremely late, in fact, because I think it came out at the start of last year, maybe a little later than that, I'm not sure. But the point is that I want to talk about it. Now's my chance. Sorry, I'm just trying to think here. There's a lot to say, from the animation to the lovable characters to the premise, the story being simple but effective, the music, especially the music. The music is fantastic. Puts everything that Disney has made to shame in the past 3 years. It's just an all-around great movie, but I don't want this to just be about me, because in the first video I ever made, the one who wanted me to watch the movie, which therefore I had to get Netflix, which I'm very happy about because I was able to watch one of my favorite animes, Pluto, was my mom. So I want to do an interview with her, talk to her about the movie a little bit, kind of get her thoughts on it. And see you in a few seconds when that happens. Alright, so it's gonna be weird, but like I promised, I'm with my mom here. We're gonna talk about K-pop Demon Hunters, or at least I'm gonna ask her questions. She's gonna talk about K-pop Demon Hunters. Isn't that right, Mom?
Yeah, I guess so.
You sound very happy about that.
This is gonna be interesting, I guess.
It's gonna be very interesting. I'm sure my 10 viewers will love this. So I guess get out the way. What about this movie, specifically when you watched the trailer, interested you?
I guess it was mainly the music and all the cool different animations they had and everything. It was just really exciting looking.
That that checks out. That checks out. Another thing, did you get Netflix just to watch this movie?
Well, of course. And then later on, we found more stuff that was on there. Cool. So.
Well, I did. You kind of just found like one or two things, and
Yeah. Well, yeah, you got more than me, but it was mainly because of that movie. Yeah.
it was mainly due to that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. So I guess what kind of stood out to you the most when like watching this film? I know it's been a while for you, but just like the first thing that comes to mind when you think K-pop Demon Hunters.
Well, of course, the song "Golden."
Yeah, the music was pretty great.
Yeah,
Personally, I love the Soda Pop
Yeah, that one was good.
by
That
Soulja
whole
Boys.
scene was funny. Yeah.
That was great. Also, forgot to mention this before. I'm going to keep her face out just because I don't feel comfortable with her having her face out there on the internet, guys. So, just you're gonna have to just trust me that this is my mom here, unfortunately. So you're gonna have to just take my word for it. God, what else? I know I had some other questions. I know this because I wrote them all down. My mom was there for that. Oh yeah, what was your favorite character?
I can't think of her name, but it was the one that during the Soda Pop song, the girl that had her hoodie on, covering her whole face practically. I can't think of what her name was, but she
Um,
was like shortest one.
I'm sure I'll put in what she looks like in the edit when I'm done editing all this. And when watching this film, there was how do I put this? I was very happy after watching this film, like you were, of course. But it kind of made me disappointed at the same time. Not with the movie itself, but with other animations. Because, as you know, Disney and
Mm-hmm.
Many of other shows have sort of taken a dip when it comes to their animation, their quality of TV. A lot of them just want to make sequels to older films or make reboots or
Mm-hmm.
try to reuse different ideas that, while seem cool or seem good, don't exactly appeal to their audiences. Whereas this movie does to a insane degree.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the question is do you think that the media, or I guess the entertainment that we consume in terms of animated films, specifically from Disney and others like it, have taken a drop as of recently, or do you think that there's still some level of quality that they have left to give?
Well, I guess it depends because like this one was, I mean, for Netflix or Disney.
Just in general, yeah.
Well, I guess like for Netflix they've gotten some really good ones, but as far as like Disney and the other ones, I mean, it's getting like old to the point where they're really not making it entertaining for any level of ages. I mean, especially when they take good classics and turn it into try to make it more modern and live, streaming and stuff. It just ruins it.
Yeah, it's something that I'm not exactly happy about, as I've probably told you many times before.
Yeah.
You know how much I hated the Mulan remake.
Yeah, and though I thought that was interesting, but our views aren't always the same. So
That is very true.
yeah.
That is very true. I did hear recently, again, I don't know if this is true, that they're going to make a sequel to this movie.
Go to this.
K-pop Demon Hunters,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Again, I don't know if they will or not, or if this is even true, but if they did make one, what would you like to see?
Well, I mean, I think if I remember correctly, it ended where she kind of embraced her demon side, I believe,
Yep.
and then and also that one other the other like soda pop the guys group. Didn't that one guy and them kind of become a relationship and embrace that
Well,
part, kind of, or not really? I don't remember.
they did, but then he kind of just died.
Well, so yeah, so I guess I would just kind of it would be interesting to be able to see what happened continuing on, like with her being embracing her demon side as well as everything else with their fame. Maybe that
Yeah,
would be interesting. Just a continuation of all of that.
I would like to see more of her origin
Yeah.
and who the father is, because we haven't seen that at all in this movie.
No. No.
Not at all. With that said, I think the most interesting aspect to this film, besides obviously the animation, is definitely the music.
Definitely.
Taking very heavy inspiration from K-pop specifically,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is a very smart
Mm-hmm.
direction, especially with how popular K-pop has been for the past 5 years now,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even longer than that. It's definitely risen, and I think this movie takes not only inspiration, but a lot of what's the word? Inspiration. Yeah, I can't think of the word for it, but definitely a lot of inspiration. Taking that forward to not only connect with older audiences,
Mm-hmm.
like teens,
Mm-hmm.
but also younger kids who are just getting into K-pop and getting into watching movies.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what did you think of the music and the direction that these animated films are taking the musical inspirations, doing with these newer types of music that's coming out now?
For anime or for like just.
Just animation in general, mainly stuff like kid movies and stuff like that.
I don't know. I mean, Well, like with this one, they really made it interesting with all the music, and it was like it was fun for all age ranges, and it was like made it really fun and exciting. But then there's sometimes where the music in like younger cartoons, younger movies, and stuff like that, they're really not that great. They're just kind of there,
Okay.
but they're not that great, really. Where
Hmm.
before, like in the well, I guess my generation's movies and young movies and stuff like that, the music was actually fun. It was interesting. It enticed the kids. It brought them into um, sing-alongs and stuff like that,
And it
and
connected
it
the story
connected.
as well.
Yeah, where they don't really have that anymore now with like the modern movies or cartoons and stuff. It doesn't really give kids excitement and fun and want to join in, and it's kind of like a. I mean, that's just how I feel. But I mean, so yeah.
No, I understand. It's interesting seeing the, I guess, evolution of animated films now. We're definitely going into a newer area where there's like
Mhm.
bright and flashy visuals with
Yeah.
modern music
Yeah.
intertwined in it to make something unique and special. And to give this movie credit, I would almost go as far as to say it's close to, if not a little on the same level as Frozen back when it first came out. Now, I know that sounds crazy to say with how popular Frozen was, but
Yeah.
it just
Well, maybe the same level of popularity with when you compare it to Frozen, or more like Frozen hit really popular with the really young, like under 10 age range,
mhm,
where this one it hits more towards teens and adults, really, and how the and popularity and stuff like that, and
for sure.
just like
Would you say that this is a film made for people who grew up on these types of films, like the Frozens and the Beauty and the Beasts, and well, maybe not that far back, but with
mm,
like I said, with Frozen and Moana and the newer Disney, I guess you could say, classics.
does this fit in more with that, you mean?
Yeah, is this kind of like a evolution to that? And I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's just kind of evolution of those kids who grew up on those shows growing up now as teenagers.
um, yeah, I guess kind of. I mean, it's just so new, and it's not like anything that you've really seen out there, as far as old and new together. It's kind of like it, in my opinion, it's like it's its own, new animation type of thing. So I don't know. I mean, yeah,
I know it's a hard question to ask. I
it's
know.
like it's one of those harder
Yeah,
ones to answer, I
it's
guess.
definitely something different that we'll just have to
Yeah,
see more of in the future.
well, hopefully.
Hopefully, obviously, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess just
Mhm.
with the with this movie getting released last year and going on to this year now, we're just 3 months in. What would you like to see out of the future of animated films like this?
I mean, I guess I would just like to be able to see more things that can entertain all age levels, from little to older. Because, I mean, this definitely hits, if you're really open minded and like a lot of different types of movies and shows, this hits every range of age. It can go from little to much older, that's kind of how it was before, too. Lots of the Disneys and lots of the um, movies and animations hit that way. So I guess if just make it more like that, where
Make it for all
all
ages
ages, not just
and
one level.
appeal to
Yeah,
all groups.
yeah, more like that, because this definitely does do that. So
Yeah, yeah, and I think there's definitely a future in animation, especially in America,
hmm
or at least from what I've seen. I don't know if this was made by Americans, but
yeah,
or not just Americans in general, but just hope for the future of animation, not just anime, but
Mm-hmm.
like 3D animated films, like like we used to see back in the old days of Pixar
Yeah,
with their
yeah,
Toy Story series and
yeah,
the older classic Disney movies and films.
yeah. Well, I mean, this also brings in more of a like a. It's not the type of movie that your parents wouldn't want you to watch. You know, it's very fun and entertaining, but it's somewhat on a clean side where lots of
Mm,
you know, even younger movies and animation are still, you have to, as a parent, you still have to monitor it. Where with this, it doesn't, you don't have to monitor as much if you don't want to have to worry about that. And it's
mm,
something as a parent, you can feel free to just let your kid enjoy and watch and have fun, with it, where you don't have to actually always, you know, be there or monitor what, like that type of thing. And that's how a lot of the movies used to be back when in the day they were Disney. So Disney would make movies that were, super kid friendly, or where you can parents didn't have to worry with what their kids watch all the time. Or now
yes.
it's not like that really anymore. And this movie kind of makes it fun for all ages, but also makes it easy for
Mm.
a parent to be okay with. So
Yeah, well, you just encapsulated everything I wanted out of this interview. Thank you for coming.
you're welcome.
Thank you for for doing this.
Yeah, it was fun.
I guess now thinking about it, would you be willing to do another one of these?
Maybe. Yeah. If it's something that really captured me, because I wrote that this movie did really catch me, as you know. Otherwise, I wouldn't
Because
watch it.
admittedly, I did want to talk about for a future video talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I know you really loved that
That was one
TV
of my
show.
favorite ones. Yeah.
In fact, funny enough, I think that was the first anime TV show we both liked and we both finished.
Mhm. Yeah, that definitely was. That's a
So
fun one to do too.
we'll see what happens there. But thank you for doing this with me. I know you didn't have to, and hopefully we can do this again.
Okay.
See you all. I think I'll talk more about this film after this interview. But yeah, thank you for doing this with me, Mom.
You're welcome. It was fun.
Thank you very much. So after rewatching the interview, um, sorry, I'm tired right now. I'm in my closet. I didn't even bother moving all my clothes out to do this. I just wanted to say that I don't think the interview was too bad. There are definitely some improvements to be made for sure. I think there are some questions that I don't think really needed to be said. I also think there are some things that I said that didn't really make sense in hindsight now saying them. And yeah, um, also I think that should have been more prepared when it comes to questions. So I don't know. Overall, it wasn't too bad. I'm just happy to have talked to my mom and just I guess talk about a movie we both like. My thoughts on K-pop Demons is it's a very good movie. Obviously, do I think it's the best animated film of all time? No, but I definitely think it's a step in the right direction, and it definitely takes a lot of inspiration from Into the Spider Verse, which I think is a great movie as well. And with that being said, um, see you in the next video. Hopefully, maybe if this video gets enough attention, maybe me and my mom can talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender. Well, with that said, thank you for watching. Peace out.